Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk about something that I've talked about a few times before, just not in this way. This is a very personal video, and it might be triggering also, so if you feel that you are going to be triggered by someone talking very candidly about their struggle with depression, I would just click off of this now. It's no secret to the people in my life, and probably not to you guys that have watched my videos, that I have struggled for quite a long time with anxiety and depression. And also, for about the past 3 months, I've been having a really rough time. I've been feeling like I'm trapped in a hole and I can't get out. And no matter what I try to do, I do not feel better. I can't get myself out of it. And it's really, really hard. And about a month ago, I was hospitalized for wanting to kill myself, and I changed my medicine, and that didn't make me feel better, and I'm still struggling. And I find that there aren't really a lot of people that talk very openly about depression and mental illness in general, and I feel like it's something that needs to be talked about more. And to know that it's not just teenagers, it's not just people looking for attention, it's a real thing that real people go through. I'm not saying that teenagers aren't real people, it's just the stereotype attached to it. But there are adults that suffer, there are grandparents that suffer, and we all go through this terrible, terrible thing. So I just wanted to talk about my struggle with depression and some of the things I feel, and hopefully maybe it'll help people. I don't know. Maybe it'll help me. I don't know that either. But I sat down here and I turned my computer on, so I guess I will talk about it. For me, in my struggle with depression, I was diagnosed with depression when I was 10 years old. The first time I really recognized not feeling as happy as I should be, I guess. I was in the 4th grade, so I was like 8 or 9 years old. So for most of my life that I can remember, I've struggled with depression at varying degrees, and sometimes it's better and sometimes it's worse, and I just kind of am along for the ride. One of my biggest things is dealing with other people and how they deal with you, and it's hard, and I know it's hard to love someone with depression, because you're sitting here and you're thinking about how much you love this person and how you would just give anything for them to be happy or feel better, at least a little bit, and they're sitting there telling you how much they want to die and how much they hate themselves and how much they hate their life and all this stuff that goes through your head when you're depressed, and not everyone that's depressed is suicidal. Again, that's just my personal experience, is that suicide for me has always been, strangely enough, like a comfort blanket. It's always like, okay, you know, I'm not stuck here. I could always do that. But I couldn't, and I know I couldn't. I could not do that to my friends and family, because I would not want any of the people that care about me to feel even a sliver of the pain I feel. But it's almost like a catch-22, because I think about it all the time. Normally, one of my first thoughts when I wake up in the morning is that, well, here we go with another shitty day. Maybe I can kill myself today. Maybe I don't have to do this anymore. And that is hard. It's hard to constantly just be like, I don't want to do this. I just want to not do this anymore. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to think about suicide. I don't want to hurt my friends and family, because I know I do. I know it has to be hard for them to hear me be like, I want to die. I don't want to be here anymore. My life's not worth it. Nothing's ever going to get better. Because sometimes I truly feel like that. I truly feel like that today. And it's a constant battle of me being like, okay, things are bad right now, but you can get through this. And I don't feel like I can sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I really can't. But I'm also lucky enough that I have friends and family that support me no matter how I'm feeling. And I have people to remind me that even when I don't feel strong enough, I am. That I can do this, and I can get through it, and I can feel better. And because anyone who's gone through depression knows that when you're in it, it does not feel that way. You feel like it's just always going to be like that things are never going to get better, and that just nothing, you just want to do nothing. You just want to lay in bed all day, or not talk to people, or just be alone. And I have found for myself that is one of the worst things I can do. Because along with having depression, I am also an extrovert, and that is very hard balance, because I don't want to be around people because I'm upset, but I also need to be around people because I'm upset, and it's just this never-ending cycle of, I don't know how to make myself feel better. And I wish I did. But I don't even know how to go about talking about this. I feel I've seen this quote a few times where it's like, if you want to know what depression feels like, imagine being trapped in a cage of water and you're drowning, but everyone else around you is breathing, and you can't understand why you can't breathe. And that's pretty accurate to what I feel like. And I don't know. I genuinely don't know how to talk about that openly. And I have made videos before about being suicidal. I've made videos before about self-harm, and one of my most viewed videos is about self-harm. And in that video, I talk very much about how you shouldn't want to do that and how you should get help if you want to do that, but I'm just as guilty as anyone else. I self-harm, and I still do, even though I'm an adult and it's less common, or adults are just better at hiding it, and I just am not. And that's hard, because I know that I shouldn't be doing it, but at the moment I feel so much like I need to, that I feel like I have no other option. So that's, I think, as far as I'm going to go into this right now, because I'm just rambling like an idiot. And so I'm going to leave it up for you guys. If this is something that you like or would like to talk about, you can leave questions for me down below, and I will try to answer them. You can ask me anything. You can ask me personal questions about my struggle. You can ask me general questions, and I will do my best to answer them, but I am not a doctor. I only really know what I've gone through and things I've researched on the internet, but I will do my best to answer your questions, because I feel like this is something that should be talked about more. And so, like I said, if you want to hear more about my struggle or anything concerning depression, suicidal behavior, suicidal feelings, any of that kind of stuff, just leave questions for me below and I will try to answer them. Thank you for listening to my rantings, and bye.